Volkswagen is a stock corporation that issues its shares in bearer ordinary shares and preference shares. The company's share capital is divided into around 295 million ordinary shares and around 206 million preference shares. Around 89% of the ordinary shares are held by the three major shareholders: Porsche, the State of Lower Saxony and Qatar Holding. The majority of the preferred shares listed in the DAX are in the free float as of December 31st, 2019. According to this, Porsche Automobil Holding SE Stuttgart had 53.1% voting rights as a share, as it had 31.3% shares as a shareholder in the subscribed capital. The State of Lower Saxony via Hannoversche Beteiligungsgesellschaft mbH Hanover had 20% voting rights as a share, as it had 11.8% shares as a shareholder in the subscribed capital. And Qatar Holding LLC Doha had 17% voting rights as a share, as it had 14.6 shares as a shareholder in the subscribed capital. 42.3% of the subscribed capital is in free float, with voting rights of only 9.9%. With the amendment of the VW Act, the limitation of the voting rights of an individual shareholder to 20% has been abolished. On October 26, 2008, major shareholder Porsche announced that it had increased its stake in Volkswagen to 42.6%. In addition, they have 31.5% in the form of options to hedge the share price on VW ordinary shares. So taken together, Porsche would have a 74.1% stake in Volkswagen, which could allow a domination agreement to be concluded. At this point in time, the State of Lower Saxony owned around 20%, meaning that only around 6% of VW's ordinary shares were freely tradable. This situation resulted in the share price rising by 289.29% within a week, and on October 28, 2008, in the Xetra electronic trading system, after an opening price of €500, Volkswagen share reached the peak value of €1,005.01 within one day. Volkswagen was thus briefly considered the most valuable company in the world, measured by its stock market value. History repeats itself, and today is Tesla the most valuable company in the world, and more valuable than 95% of companies in the S&P 500 index, which it is going to join on December 21st, 2020. We made a video about it and will link it for you here and in the text description below this video. Unique in the entire history of the exchange stock market. But back to our VW story. It was necessary to illuminate the voting relationships and the distribution of shares in order to be able to explain the following facts. The Volkswagen Group has fundamentally changed, with Herbert Diess as CEO, and the manufacturer of VW buses, Beetles, Golf and ID.3 is now one of the leading manufacturers of electric cars in Germany. Even in the Corona crisis, VW can show profits, and Diess could actually be satisfied with his work. The company has even freed itself from the shadow of the emission scandal in this country, which is not least due to lobbying in the Bundestag and the few legal actions that have been approved and informations that leaked to the public, unlike in the USA. After 2.5 years with Diess, the company is doing well in an industry comparison. His contract will run until April 2023. Only in 1.5 years could the rules be discussed about Diess' whereabouts, but he asks the supervisory board to extend his contract. The 62 years old is now asking for a new edition because he sees it as a special vote of confidence. It's about power struggles within the group and the carousel of occupations. Diess has certain wishes when it comes to filling the board positions of finance and procurement. The Works Council boss Bernd Osterloh should prevent this occupation and thus block the work of Diess. Diess feels hindered by the Works Council in developing of his management qualities. Actually, it couldn't have surprised him. Diess knew when he switched from BMW to VW that the Works Council at Volkswagen is stronger than in other companies. With his criticism of the balance of power in Wolfsburg, Diess may therefore be even right. What is more important, however, is how this goes down with every shareholder, every employee and every manager, and should make people think about what the VW boss apparently has in mind with the demand for an early contract extension. We think that the VW boss is doing himself more harm by calling for an early contract extension than he is helping himself, because now the automaker has to publicly conduct an unnecessary leadership debate. In our opinion, a wrong decision at this moment, and Diess could have miscalculated it. The majority of the Porsche family in Austria may not like the fact that Herbert Diess wants to switch the company over to electric and no longer want to manufacture combustion vehicles. The decision is becoming more of a burden for VW, and Diess could change from being a successful VW boss to a persona non grata. We suspect that Diess is not afraid in the personal poker. He has met with Elon Musk again and again, most recently in Braunschweig with media coverage in a secret meeting planned by the media to make Musk an advertising figure for his electric VW ID.3. We reported that, and we are linking the video above and in the text below this video. A brilliant move by Diess, and should Diess lose the vote of confidence, there is a vacant position at Tesla GigaBerlin for a talented ex-VW boss. The various meetings with Musk indicate that Diess will take over and run the German Tesla factory in Grünheide. This is our assumption, but it would not be improbable. And a big headline that you heard here already months before from us. As always, give us a like, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell, and you will be always the first one to get the newest and latest informations served on the silver tray of our YouTube channel here. So don't miss out. See you next time, bye bye.